Hey y'all, my name is Ashley and today I am going to be sharing what I think about the Prada Skin Optimizing Soft Matte Foundation. I'm going to go through the application and share my thoughts of what I think of this foundation since I've been using it for a little over a month and if I would repurchase it. So if that sounds good to you, then keep on watching. All right, I'm gonna be real with you. And usually I don't purchase a product like this. And when I say a product like this, I'm not one to go for more of those designer names, especially when it comes to like a fashion house or anything like that. But I did pick up this foundation. I've been wearing it for like maybe for about 30 days, maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less. But I have some things to say about the Prada Reveal Skin Optimizing Foundation. Okay, so this is an expensive foundation. This is $70. Like I said, not something I would usually spend that kind of money on, but I had Sephora gift cards. So girl math, this was totally free in my head. And I really enjoyed the Prada lipstick that I got in a Sephora favorites bag, which made me want to try more products from the brand itself. Now, if you do purchase this foundation and you do like it and you refill it, you do save some coin there because it is a refillable foundation. So this comes out of the fancy, apparently acrylic packaging. So the refill for this is actually only $55, which is a lot easier to swallow than $70. Now it does come in 33 shades and has like a soft matte, slightly glow within kind of finish. And it does have SPF 17. I know it's a little bit, but if you layer your sunscreens kind of like I do, where I do have a moisturizer with SPF, and then I'll wear like something like this with SPF. I have like a face mist with SPF. Like it as you layer it, it adds up, and it's kind of nice to have like a little bit in there. Now, it does claim to be medium, but breathable and a buildable foundation, which I do get out of this foundation. And it's supposed to be transfer resistant and it's got a long wear up to 24 hours. No, I have not worn it for 24 hours, but I have worn it outside for long periods of time. And I find that it is long wearing and it is transfer resistant. And it also says that it's soft blurring and it enhances the skin's natural radiance. I feel like that's just something fancy that they threw in there, but it does look really good on the skin. It's a thin formula. And it's not so, it doesn't really get cakey. It just looks like a second skin on top of your skin. So now I'm gonna go ahead and prep my face the way I like to prep my face and how it works for me with this foundation. So I'm gonna start off with the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Water Powder Serum. I love this. It is one of those products that I will be re-upping during that Sephora sale time. I know that sale is coming. I haven't seen when it comes, but it's always around March, April, springtime. So I'm hoping it's coming soon because I have some products on my list that I need to refill and I want to save some money on them. I don't want to pay full price if I don't have to. This being one of them. Now, while that kind of like sinks into my skin, dries down, I'm going to go ahead and put my eye primer on. I use the OleHenriksen Banana Bright Stick in the shade Guava. And so I like this under my concealer. I like it to brighten, and it's a primer for my concealer, which is why I'm using it. I like to put my concealer on before my foundation, and I've been really enjoying the Milk, what is this called? The Hydro Grip Gel Concealer Stick. I love this. So this is what I'm going to be wearing. This is kind of what I've been wearing since I purchased it. It's like perfect if you're going for minimal coverage, but it's also perfect if you want to go like more glamorous because you can build up the coverage. Now for the foundation itself. So you can kind of see it is a thinner consistency. So I only do a few pumps, but you can see how quickly it's running down the glass palette. It's a thin foundation, which I prefer. I don't want anything that's gonna be cakey on my face, and this does not get cakey. Another thing that I absolutely love when it comes to like my foundation routine is this brush, which I'm shocked by, but it is a brush from Details by Tati, and it's like this double-ended brush. So you got like a kabuki brush on this side, like a dense foundation brush, but then you kind of got like this thin like painting brush is the best way to explain it. And I love this brush. This is the brush that since I got it for Christmas, I've been using all the time. I think it comes in like the Essentials 1 bundle because that's the bundle I have. Because unfortunately, she has not listed these brushes for sale individually, which I think she should do. Because like I am tempted to buy another essentials bundle, but I would prefer it if she had them individually so I could pick the brushes I want and not get the ones I don't want. But this brush, it is a makeup routine changer for sure. It's definitely my favorite brush to put my foundation on. So I'm just gonna paint like a very thin layer on this side of my face. And then I'm going to take this side, and that's what I'm gonna use to buff out what I put on my face. So you can kind of see what a thin layer looks like. And this brush also kind of gets like in all the crevices. It's easy to put foundation on my nose. It's easy to put foundation around my lips, around my eyes, around my eyebrows, because I do my brows before I do anything else. And so it kind of just like, it's perfect to do that. So here's no foundation on my face. And then here is just a thin layer of this foundation. Yeah, it's glowy. It's got like that inner radiance. I do powder my face down, and so I will be powdering this down after I do my cream contour and a little bit of blush and all of that fun stuff. But this is just what it looks like on its own. It is beautiful. And it's so thin. It doesn't fall into any of your creases. I do have like little smile lines here and stuff like that, but it doesn't look cakey in those areas. And if I wanted to layer it up, so like right here where I have a larger breakout where it's a little bit redder, I can put another thin layer on top and it adds a little bit more coverage. But I do like the idea of having a foundation on that still shows what my skin, that I have real skin. Okay, I'm not trying to make myself look like an Instagram filter, because some of y'all look crazy, like you're trying too hard. And I'm not saying y'all, I'm talking about the people trying to look like a in real life Instagram filter. It's not possible, okay? Let's just embrace what we have and be happy with what we have. I don't know why, but I also feel like this foundation slightly smells like tequila or like a margarita. But it could just be the SPF, and I'm thinking of vacation times. So here is the foundation like on my face before I contour. I'm gonna quickly step off camera and contour and put blush, but I'll come back to powder my face so you kind of see it all put together. Now to powder my face and set my face and my under eyes and everything, I'm going to be using the Melt Cosmetics Barely Alive Loose Setting Powder. This is like my favorite and my go-to. So I'll start by setting underneath my eyes, and then I'll just set the foundation. So under the eyes, I'm actually gonna take a smaller brush just to do a quick powder. Now, I said I was gonna put blush on, but I actually wanted to use a powder blush, so I'm gonna use that after I put my powder on, but I'm gonna go ahead and set the rest of my face. And I'm just lightly setting my face. So I finished up the rest of my makeup, and I just wanna show you again how flawless this foundation is. And that's why I think it's honestly gonna be my new favorite, because I've spent the last month wearing it. I love how it wears on my skin. It doesn't break down throughout the day. Yeah, I get a little bit oily. It's humid outside, it's gonna happen. It happens with every foundation that I own, but it doesn't break apart the foundation. So when it comes to touching up and using like a compact powder, like my go-to is the Charlotte Tilbury like Flawless. It's like an old gold compact. It's in my purse right now. So, but I use that as touch-ups throughout the day, and the foundation stays flawless. I know my foundation's gonna break up when it's hot outside, but the fact that it doesn't break apart and ruin the whole look, and it's easy to touch up, that's good for me. I like how it doesn't fall into my smile lines. It doesn't fall into any creases on my face and then become cakey. It covers up blemishes, not all the way, but just enough where I'm okay with it, because I don't need a full coverage foundation anymore. I've learned to live with the skin issues I have, and I kind of embraced it more than trying to cake makeup on to hide it. And it looks like skin, and I like a foundation that looks like skin, has a thin consistency, and performs the way that this one does. So I just want to talk to you all about it, show you how I apply it. But if you like this video, go ahead and like and subscribe. If you've tried anything from Prada Beauty, or you've tried this foundation, let me know your thoughts below. But until next time, bye y'all.